Since the Democrats got absolutely demolished in the 2024 election, seemingly the only way they can live with themselves and they can sleep at night is by tearing American companies down, by preying on the downfall of American jobs and American companies, and ironically, companies who are doing great things for their climate agenda. Tesla, the American company who employs tens of thousands of Americans and who makes nothing but clean air vehicles in genius fashion. They are the #1 leader of electric vehicles in this country. Yet, we have two men today who are making fools of themselves in the past 24 hours. Jimmy Kimmel has caused for more direct violence against Tesla vehicles, Tesla charging stations, and seemingly Tesla owners as well, even though many of them are liberals. It's a pretty even split. There really aren't that many conservatives on a grand scale who own Teslas. It's mostly independents and people who are more energy conscious. Now, yeah, more Republicans are buying Teslas, but there's a lot of liberals who own Teslas. And if you think that this is not going to backfire on the Democrats, think again. This is about to get insane. The other man making a fool of himself is failed vice presidential candidate Tim Walz. He is cheering because the Tesla stock is down. Even though millions of Americans own Tesla in their 401k, they don't care about all that. Like I said, the only way they can live with themselves after getting absolutely shellacked in the 2024 election, after losing the electoral landslide, and after losing the popular vote for the first time since 2004, this is how they cope. And honestly, it's kind of pathetic to see. So we're going to get all into this right now. But before we do, my name is Clayton Kearns from TrendingPolitics.com. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and like this video. It helps videos like this get out into the public. And we need this truth out there because otherwise, people like Jimmy Kimmel are going to have a bigger platform. If you want to help us fight against people like this video. You have no idea how much it helps us. So let's get into the video. And now Jimmy Kimmel himself, who has a huge megaphone and a huge audience, is basically throwing out a dog whistle to encourage people to vandalize Teslas even more. And then we're going to get into Tim Walz. Both of these men are having really horrible days on the internet right now. Let's jump right into it. Let's watch this horrible human being.
Down other than the stock market for a change. Our co-president, Elon Musk, sent a SpaceX vehicle to bring the astronauts back, and when they landed, he fired them immediately upon landing. Tesla stock is way...
So Elon goes and saves astronauts that Biden left stranded in space. Yet we just make a joke out of it. We don't even actually say, hey, this is a great thing for our country. Okay.
Way down, almost disastrously so. People have been...
He says Tesla stock is down disastrously, and the entire crowd roars with applause. Tesla is an American company who makes all of their vehicles here. Thousands and thousands and thousands of American jobs. Millions of Americans own shares of Tesla stock, and these people are applauding.
Vandalizing Tesla vehicles, new Tesla vehicles. Please don't vandalize. Don't ever vandalize Tesla vehicles. And so Elon Musk has been...
Did you see that? The little wink, wink, nudge, nudge, the little dog whistle, looks into the camera and pauses. Don't ever vandalize Tesla vehicles. Truly, like this user Jack Unheard says, Jimmy Kimmel is openly calling for more terrorist attacks on Tesla. The Epstein client list needs to be investigated and arrested. I think he maybe made a. I guess he says that Kimmel is on that list, but let's just save that for another time. But either way, Jimmy Kimmel is now dog whistling other people to go and commit similar acts of violence and vandalism against Tesla owners, and everyone in between. Do you think that people are going out and buying Teslas based on their political preferences? I mean, maybe now because people are new Teslas, if Trump says, hey, go buy a Tesla. But I've been owning a Tesla for 8 years now. For about 6 years now. Many other people have been owning Teslas since 2012, 2013, and they just like the car. But the left is now calling for violence against us. How are they the party of love? And so we'll get back into Jimmy Kimmel here in a minute. But Tim Walz had this smug remark during a speech last night. He's mocking Tesla for their share price dropping. He says, if you need a little boost during your day, check out Tesla stock.
My phone, I don't know, some of you know this on the iPhone, they've got that little stock app. I added Tesla to it to give me a little boost during the day. 225 and dropping. So, and if you own one, we're not blaming you. You can take dental floss and pull the Tesla thing off, and take out, just telling you.
Okay, so basically they're going to root for an American company to tank in market value, potentially losing American jobs, and they are celebrating the downfall of an American company that has done nothing wrong whatsoever. Have you seen some of the clips of what's happening? So look at this. A Tesla dealership in Montreal, Canada gets vandalized by climate activists. They say Elon Musk is pushing climate denial, yet these are clean air vehicles. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but look at this. This is horrible. This is what the left does. This is what the left does, and it's absolutely disgusting. Matt Smith had this tweet go viral here. I am shocked that we have so much soft approval of violence and negativity by the mainstream media and other leaders right now. A few examples off the top of my head. Jimmy Kimmel giving the wink and nod to vandalizing Teslas, which I just showed you. Jon Stewart making a Luigi Mangione joke about offing Elon Musk. The deafening silence of nearly all on the left about condemning to this violence. Tim Walz, which I just showed you, celebrating Tesla stock going down. The stupidity of the Rover autopilot test. So this is like a long story, but basically some of these Tesla YouTubers, these old school Tesla YouTubers who were big fans of Tesla back in the day, for their politics have changed, and they basically rigged an autopilot test in order to make Tesla look bad. Matt continues and says, Tesla is an American success story, pushing the boundaries of technology, employing tens of thousands of workers and many more indirectly, and working to make our roadways drastically safer. When Trump was shot, Biden, to his great credit, condemned this act unequivocally. It wasn't wishy-washy rebuke that was hedged with a maybe Trump deserved it language in the way that we're seeing right now with Tesla. This is what everyone with a microphone should be saying about the situation in Tesla right now. It's an extremely dangerous precedent to set that property destruction of one's political enemies is justifiable. So let's look at some of the reactions to Tim Walz celebrating the downfall of Tesla stock, which, by the way, we'll get into some stuff here. Let's just say this is going to backfire hilariously on Democrats, and everyone rooting for Tesla's downfall. In the long run, when Tesla makes a huge comeback, they are going to be eating crow until the end of time. Scott Adams says, this is wrong on such a deep level. Republicans should use it as a campaign theme. Democrats destroying great American companies. The rapid response team, directly from the president himself, Tim Walz says, if you need a little boost during your day, check out Tesla stock. Rapid response here says, when we need a little boost during the day at the White House, we walk around the corner from our office to admire these beautiful portraits. Isn't it sad that Democrats, this is how they're able to sleep at night? They can't sleep at night knowing that they got absolutely shellacked in the 2024 election, that they did lawfare, that they lied and smeared Trump, that they basically threw everything, including the kitchen sink at this man, and lost an electoral landslide and lost the popular vote. This is why they are so upset right now. Amit responds, he's a really good Twitter account, go follow him. He responds to Tim Walz and says, wanting an American company stock to suffer and cause economic pain for millions of workers because of politics. So sad. And then Liquidity says, hell yeah, F the US companies producing millions of climate-friendly electric vehicles and its employees, investors. You know, the left was always so self-righteous in saying we need clean air vehicles. Tesla is the number one producer of these vehicles now, and they are hoping for their downfall. And by the way, this user says, the second largest holder of Tesla is Vanguard. I love when Americans' 401ks crash. I should have been vice president. I coached football. So Vanguard is a huge holder of millions of Americans' 401ks, IRAs, all that kind of stuff. And a lot of these Vanguard's funds hold Tesla stock. So they are rooting for the 401k to plummet. And this really good Twitter account here, for finance account, says Tesla stock is in the 200s while we are about to witness robo-taxis, affordable Tesla models, energy deployment records, mass Model Y delivery launch, full self-driving widespread in China, full self-driving entering Europe, full self-driving licensing deals potentially entering new markets, India and Saudi Arabia, and bot updates. He says, I don't know about you, but if there's ever an opportunity to buy Tesla, it's now. This is not financial advice. Everybody watching this video, you do your own research. And then this user here says, let the Democrats finish shorting the stock, then take that rocket ship up to the top. It's just crazy. I personally, again, this is not financial advice. I personally am buying Tesla stock, and now I'm even more inclined to do so. This company is the #1 leader in their industry, and the Democrats are cheering for their downfall. Charlie Kirk says, you are a sick, disgusting person. You haven't created anything in your life except overseeing the downfall of Minneapolis and giving tampons to young boys. Factually correct. You are cheering for the downfall of American jobs and innovation. This is the state of the Democrat Party. By the way, you could have used a self-driving Tesla that night you got a DUI and almost killed someone. Zingers, zingers. And then Greg Gutfeld finishes it off here by saying, the definition of envy. As a man saves 2 astronauts, another lesser man seeks to destroy that man's company. Do you need any more proof that the Democrat Party is no longer the party of men? Indeed, they are also no longer the party of the American worker. They are actively rooting for companies to fail. Now, yes, Tesla stock is down. Year to date, they are down big. So we entered the year on January 15th. The stock was at 400. It closed at 428. It is now at 234. But if anyone watching this knows how the stock market goes, there are many, many reasons for a stock going down in the short term. Sometimes stocks go down for reasons that are completely unrelated to the company itself. But when there is a horrible sentiment and propaganda and fear, then yes, there are people who will sell this stock. And then when there's selling pressure, the stock price goes down. And so at the end of the day, over the last 5 years, Tesla stock is up a whopping 714%. And so if there are any investors out there who are willing to take the risk, it is down year to date 42%. And while the Democrats, who can't look past 5 minutes, they think that the company is going to go out of business. Meanwhile, you have people like me and many other of us who are buying shares of Tesla because we have a long-term outlook. So in closing, these people are absolutely disgusting. Jimmy Kimmel, Tim Walz, Jon Stewart, all these people who are dog whistling and calling for more violence and more vandalism against Tesla owners, go ahead, keep it up. Just watch what happens to you in the midterms. Just watch what happens to you in the 2028 election. Surely it's not going to backfire on you whatsoever. I guarantee it. All right, guys. You have a great rest of your week. Please comment below. Let me know what you think about these 2 horrible individuals, and we'll be talking soon.